So feeling signs are often made with your middle finger touching your body somewhere. So the middle finger, or the tip of the middle finger, is the feeling finger. That's how it helps me to remember why we're using that middle finger. So let's begin, and I'll teach you some signs about our feelings. The first sign that we should learn is the sign feel. And we're going to use our one hand, left or right, whichever one works for you. Pull your middle finger down and touch it to your chest and move it up and down. Feel, 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 feel. The next sign is happy. I hope all of you are feeling happy today. To make happy, you take your flat blade hands and brush them against your chest. Happy, happy. Your face should also look happy if you're signing happy. Happy, happy. The opposite of happy is sad. So your hands will be as if you're making the number 5, and you'll bring them across your whole face in a downward motion. Sad. And your face should look sad. 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 Mad is another emotion we feel sometimes. To make the sign for mad, we're going to make a mad face, and we're going to use our scrunched up 5 hands. So make the number 5 and scrunch them down. And then when we're angry, it comes from deep inside of us and explodes out. Mad. 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 Sometimes when people are mad, they act mean. To make the sign for mean, you need your bent 5 hands, just like you did for mad, but you're going to have one on top and one below it, and you're going to run them together. And then they'll become fists by the time you're done with that motion. Okay? Mean. 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 So when my face says the word mean, my nose kind of scrunches up. So it's not the same face as mad. It's a little bit different. So you might want to practice in the mirror at home what your face looks like. Mean. So your face should say what your hands are signing. Another sign that's related to being angry or mad is afraid. Sometimes we get mad or angry when we're afraid because we don't know why we're afraid. To make the sign for afraid, you need to make A's with both hands and put them right before your chest, and you're going to move them together and open them. Afraid. 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 So my face kind of looks shocked or surprised when I'm afraid. Afraid. Okay? Afraid. 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 An emotion that we enjoy having is love towards someone or someone loving us. And many of you already know this sign. To make the sign for love, you need your S hands, and you're going to cross them across your chest or across your heart. Love. 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 Another way to tell someone you love them is just with one hand. This is the I love you sign. And you can just jiggle it or wave it. Sometimes when I'm telling my children goodbye or my husband goodbye, I'll just wave I love you as I drive away. And then they'll do it back to me. So this is I love you because it's made up of the 3 letters that start those words. So I, and then L starts love, love, and then U starts with a Y. So when you combine them all together, you have I love you. Love. I love you. The opposite of love is hate. And this is going to use that middle feeling finger that I told you about. So your middle finger is going to touch your thumb and you're going to flick it out. Hate. When we hate something, we usually don't want it next to us. I hate it. Okay, so middle finger touch your thumb, flick it out. And then make sure your face is saying, I hate that. I don't want it near me. Hate. 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 Sometimes we're very excited, and excited is another emotion that uses the middle finger to make the sign. So pull your middle finger down, and then you're just going to touch it to your chest one at a time. So you're rolling your hands away from your body and touching your chest. Excited. 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 So excited on your face might be your eyes get wider open, your eyebrows go up. Excited. Now if I signed it like, I'm excited, that's not saying excited, is it? So your face needs to match what you're signing. Excited. Things embarrass us sometimes, and when that happens, a lot of times our faces turn red. Some people's faces turn really red when they're embarrassed. To make the sign for embarrassed, you need your 5 hands. You're going to put them by your cheeks and move them up and down. And this sign is to show the red color coming in our face when we're embarrassed. 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 Another time that our faces turn red is if we're shy and we feel like hiding somewhere. Sometimes it's related to being embarrassed. To make the sign for shy, you make your A hand, and you put it on your cheek, and you roll it forward. Shy, shy, shy. So This is also symbolizing that red color coming in your face, because someone who's shy gets embarrassed easily around people and they just want to go hide somewhere, often behind their mom or dad. This usually happens to little children. Shy, 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 shy. Nervous is another emotion we can feel. To make the sign for nervous, you need your 5 hands, and you're going to put them in front of your tummy and shake them. Sometimes people say when they're nervous, they feel like they have butterflies in their tummy. So I think that's where this sign came from. Nervous, nervous, nervous. Another negative emotion that we humans feel is jealousy. Jealousy is made with the eye, the pinky, on the side of your mouth, and you move it out to make a J. Jealousy. Jealousy. Jealous. 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 To make the sign for surprise, you're going to put your first finger on your thumb and place it next to your eye. And when you make the sign, you flick it open and your eyes get big. Surprise! 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 A lot of times we do things that we have to later apologize for. So to make the sign for I'm sorry or I apologize, you need your A hand, and you're going to make a circle motion over your chest. Sorry. Apologize. Sorry. Apologize. After a long day of school, a lot of you feel tired. To make the sign for tired, you need your B hands, and you put it on your chest, right between where your arm and your shoulders meet, and you make your arms slump. Tired. So part of this sign is your face looking tired, your head coming down, and your shoulders slumping. Tired. 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 Another emotion we can feel is lonely. To make the sign for lonely, you need your one finger, index finger, pointed up, and you bring it down over your mouth. Lonely. Now when you're lonely, you usually feel sad, so make sure your face looks sad. Lonely. 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 Have any of you ever said, I'm bored? I'm sure you have. My kids say that a lot. To make the sign for bored, you need that index finger again. You're going to put it beside your nose and twist it. Bored. And this sign also has a lot to do with your body language. So however you express being bored, I kind of slouch and my face is like, I guess it's a nondescript face. Bored. Bored. So to sign I'm bored, point to yourself. I'm bored. I'm bored. Curious. We don't often think of the word curious as an emotion, but it is something that we do or that we are. To make the sign for curious, you make your F. The F is made with the pointer finger on the thumb. You put it by your throat and twist it. Curious. Curious. Now, when someone's curious, to express that, I scrunch my nose up and ask a question with my face. So try to do that when you make the sign for curious. 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 The sign for good is a good one for you to know because we use the word good a lot. To make the sign for good, you need both of your flat hands. One's going to lay flat. The other one's going to touch your mouth and come down to the other one. Good. 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 Now your facial expression for the sign good will change depending on what you're saying is good. So if you're signing good, my eyes will probably go up and I'll give you a smile. Signing good. If someone asks you how your lunch was, and you're like, good. Good. And our last feeling sign for today is bad. And it's almost made the same as good. It starts the same way, and then your hand flips. Bad. Bad. If it helps you, you can smack your bottom hand. Bad. But you don't have to smack it. You don't need the sound. And make sure your face says, "Ugh, this is bad." Bad. 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 So a big part of signing emotions is your face, because sometimes hearing people use the tone of our voice to decide what we're really feeling. But deaf people don't hear the tone of our voice, do they? So our faces and what our faces are communicating is very important. This is called body language. You can tell by someone's face and body whether they like someone or whether they're mad at someone, whether they're afraid or angry or excited, simply with their face and their body. So as you practice these signs, make sure your face matches your signing.